Keep the elbows here makes no difference. It's the chest movement that is important. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay? Shall we go to timing number 2? The one comes out abdomen comes out, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Always when you breathe in, the chest of the abdomen comes out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It's not an even fast breath. It's not like that. 1, 2, 3, the inhalation is slightly longer than the exhalation. Any question?
The movement is not up and down, it is
out and in. The movement is out and in, not up and down. Right. This is the second refining exercise. Any more questions?
36 cycles.
All first 3 are 36 cycles.
Now this
and this, all 3 on 36 cycles. CSRD.
Hand should be below the level or above the level?
I said hands are not important. The muscles are doing it.
Yeah.
The muscles are moving because here there is no breath.
Yeah. So if we put the hands anywhere, even on the level or below the level?
That is on the level.
On the level. No problem.
Understand? Is it clear? Shall we go further? So, refining number 3. Here also 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Again it is in and out, chest and abdomen, in and out. The chest will not be very noticeable in this position. Nevertheless, chest and abdomen is coming out, going in, coming out, going in. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Is it correct? Yeah, the chin has to be little up. The chin has to be a little up.
I have a question.
Haji?
As I see, when he's breathing in, the stomach is going in, it should come out.
It should come out.
And I noticed the same thing with the second demonstrator. When she was breathing in, instead of stomach coming out, it was going in.
Wait a second. When you breathe in, it comes out.
When you breathe in, the stomach must come out. No, here the stomach was, when he was breathing in, the stomach was also going in. When he's breathing in, it is coming out. The chest, you see, and the abdominal parts of the body are expanding when he's breathing in and contracting when he's breathing out. That is as it should be.
Yeah, it should be. No, but when you're breathing, stomach goes out. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Going on.
Huh? You're going in. breathing out, going in. When you breathe out, and then go. Then more. That's why you can go. Then you think whether you are breathing out or breathing in. Doesn't matter. Yes, so, I hold it. Yeah, it's right. It's right. It's perfectly right. It's right. The moment the blood you did not see. The moment of his abdomen you should see. Any more questions? Let's go to the
Otherwise you can demonstrate. Yeah, right? Anyone? No, because there is a little controversy, so everybody should know. Anyone?
The idea is you hold the toes and with your breath in, both the chest and the abdomen must come out. And when you breathe out, both the chest and the abdomen must go back.
One. Yeah, Joey.
See now. Is that correct?
Okay? Perfection should be there, na? Because we are documenting.
And the fast breathing should be on 3 SRB rhythm.
3 SRB.
It's not only fast.
What about the sound?
Sound is immaterial. There may be some disturbance in the nose and you can make a sound. And you can make a sound if you want to. So sound is not important.
But the idea is this portion should be straight as much as possible, right?
It should be straight, not bent.
This should be
These
touched,
should be straight.
and
That's the flow.
that's the floor.
Yeah.
Even if one cannot touch in the beginning,
That's
he
the...
can touch here.
Yeah. Hold the leg anywhere. And over a period, try to come up to the
And
toes.
this portion we should try to keep as straight as possible.
And over a period, try to come forward till you touch your
like this,
toe.
till you touch
It might take 6 months, does not matter.
And this should not be like this.
No, straight. Right. Okay? Shall we go further? Number 4.
Fast breathing is 36 times, no?
36 times
How
and
many?
3 SRB rhythm.
Yeah.
It is not 36 fast breaths. It is 36 breaths at 3 SRB rhythm per minute. Nice. Here she takes by installment a deep breath and then blows out. Correct? Both the chest and the abdomen must fill up by installment.
Number of
She's doing it
installment
more
is
than 5
required.
times. She's doing it more than 5 times, or you have to do it only 5 times?
No. 5 is an approximation. Depending upon the ability of your chest to take in your breath, some can take it thrice, some can take it 6 times. But 5 is an average I would like you to keep.
And then extra with little force or
Full force.
okay, that is required.
Quickly and with full force. Is she doing alright according to your judgment?
Only with chest. Dr. Shankar. Only with chest.
Chest is visible. The abdomen is not visible because of the dress. Because when you do this, both the abdomen and the chest fills in. So this appears as if because the chest is coming out, the abdomen goes a little in. That is biological. The minute you raise your chest, the abdomen will go sink a little in. That does not mean that it has not come out. Right. Correct? Shall we go to the fifth one, or any more questions here? Any suggestions?
Now this we are doing all other 3 minutes. This fourth exercise.
First, second, third are 3 minutes. No, you have to reach 3 minutes.
Reach 3 minutes.
Begin with half a minute or 1 minute and reach 3 minutes. Not that it is compulsory that you start and be at 3 minutes. No. Now here there is no question of minutes. Here 6 or 7 cycles. Taking a full breath, exhaling like that 6-7 times. I would keep 7 as average. Okay? In all these exercises, please note, it's not the quantity that matters. It is the correct way you do it that matters. If you do it 3 times, first, second and third exercise without the 3 SRB pattern, only fast breath, it is wrong. So time is not the criteria, the proper practice. So here also, I would expect you to do it 7 times. But correctly, if you can do 3 times also, it's good enough. Am I clear? Any questions? Right? We go further? What are you doing now? 1, 2, 3, this may not be very much visible. Here, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. He is taking in the breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holding the breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling the breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keeping the lungs empty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one cycle can be repeated 5 times, 7 times. I would say 7 should be the average. If you can do correctly 3 times, does not matter. Try to move up to 7. Am I clear? As far as the exercise is concerned, am I clear? Here you won't see much of the chest or the abdomen coming in or going out.
What should be the cycle?
Pardon?
What should be the cycle to give?
Cycle means it's a number 1, 2, 3. If you take 1, 2, 3, then keep to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you take 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, that is a cycle. Correct? And up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is maximum. Don't go beyond that. And such 7 cycles. Breathe in, keep, breathe out, empty. That's one cycle. Is it clear?
4 times.
Pardon?
4 times.
4 times.
Breathing.
One breath in 4 ways. You breathe in, you hold, you breathe out, you hold empty. Any more clarification? Further? Okay? Now we go to the... There is a deep breath, the nose is held, the mouth is shut, the chin is pressed into the hollow of the neck, or rather throat, in the hollow of the throat, correct? And you swallow 1, twice, thrice. Am I correct? Am I clear? You can go to 4 times. You can go maximum to 5 times if you like, but keep to 3 for a long time before you go to 4, before you go to 5.
Maximum will be 10.
Pardon?
Maximum will be 10.
I would not suggest that. I would not suggest that. Swallowing should be 4 to 5. Don't go to 6. It is, no, you won't get any benefit out of it. It's like your cup of tea. If you are used to 1 teaspoon, to put 1.5, you might not even like it. So, what is good is good. Am I clear?
Is it necessary to put back the neck like she is doing?
Meaning that she's filling up the chest and abdomen. That is why she's going back. But it is not a necessary posture. You can do it like this also. Huh? You can do it like this also. This is individual style. It is not changing the technique of the exercise. Am I correct? I mean, am I clear? Everyone is clear on this? Swallow 3 times on an average, go to 4, go to 5. Don't go higher than 5 swallowings. Correct?
And such 3 repetitions.
Then go up to 4, 5.
Up to maximum 5 cycles.
Is all clear? Do you have any doubt now on this refining 6 exercise? Then you go back 3 to 1. But the technique is same, everything is same. Correct?
In this, after taking out the breath, immediately we have to take, or suppose sometimes...
No, there is no waiting. In all the exercises, there is no waiting.
No waiting.
No waiting at all.
Essentially we have to do immediately.
Not only that, as you finish the first, go to the second, as you finish the second, go to the third. In between one exercise also, there is no waiting.
Yeah, so if we keep a waiting, it is wrong.
There is no waiting.
No, if we keep a waiting, it is wrong.
It is wrong.
It is
Because when I say exercise 3, exercise 4, exercise 5, it's a complete exercise in one sitting. You can't take rest in between. You can't wait in between. Am I clear? If you are doing 5 times, 4 times, even that is not allowed. Or you remove your hand, you again put your hand and waste time. It's not correct. It's not allowed, it's not correct. No? Aji, how much quantity we have to begin? A deep breath that you can take. And each deep breath will differ. Yours, mine, his, hers. Am I clear? Please ask questions so that there is no ambiguity.
No, you meant to say your hand also should not be removed.
And your grip becomes loose
only loose.
and firm.
Okay.
Why should you take your hand away?
Because up till now we are moving the hands.
So why?
Right now, not necessarily.
The whole purpose of your 2 fingers is to close the nose and open them. Right? That's all you do. Huh?
Clear.
Yeah. So this movement is not necessary. It's waste of time. Is it clear? Huh? Any questions? Doctor, the refining is over?
Refining is over. Now we can move on to like 2-day phased exercise.
Just show them that you have to repeat the other thing.
Pardon?
First you have to be repeated.
No, but the technique is same. Today we are laying down the technique, and if there is any doubt how it is to be done, we have clarified. Huh? Now we go in reverse 3 to 1, but we are doing the same thing. Correct?
Can we go to revert to 3, 2, 1 again?
But then,
I mean, for the complete of the whole
okay.
cycle.
Okay. Now this time you do 3. When you breathe in, your stomach and your chest must come out. Your chin out. That's all. Put the feet together. May not be very perceptible. Right? Take it. Correct. Now, second. When you breathe in, the stomach must come out. Is it clear? Is it clear this time? The stomach must come out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Rhythm must be maintained at 36 seconds. Preferably with the music. Otherwise, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 may vary. If you do it with the music, it is better. Correct? 1,
Every
I would say you start with 1 minute.
1 minute in the beginning.
If that is not comfortable, start with half a minute. The more important thing is 36 cycles per minute. That is more important. If you do half minute, 18 breaths. But the rhythm of 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, that must be there. That is most important. And in 1, the chest, in 2, the abdomen, and in 3, chest and abdomen must come out with the taking in and must go in with the breathing out. That is the technique. Clear? Is it clear? Follow. Do I proceed further now? Where do we go now?
We should go to the face set.
Just start with the face set.
So we like to describe first.
Yeah. In face exercise, as you sit on the ground, your hands are behind your back, your fingers are totally closed. Your fingers are totally closed and it is behind your back.
You
You show them the position of your hands. Full, totally. Even the thumb is closed and it is at right angles to the body. Is the placing of the hands clear? For all of you, have you seen it? It's right behind the body. Both the hands. Fingers and the thumb closed. Correct? Now you come back. Before you begin the exercise, the elbows are straight. And from this position, you bend like this, that means you breathe out. And then begin the exercise. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
We record this with music.
Please, if you like. The number of movements. The number of movements is important. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. The elbows become straight and bend. The whole torso goes forward, comes backward. It's a rolling of the torso. See, it's a full roll. The movements first. The torso is a full rolling of the torso. The elbows straightening and bending. At 5, 6 bending. At 1, 2, 3 straightening. The shoulders come up at 1, 2, 3. Is that clear? And the pressure from here to here and back here is on the palm. As you roll, it comes from here to here and goes back to here. Because the palm is flat on the ground, and as you move forward and backward, the pressure goes from here to here, comes back here. Goes here, comes back here. So that every point in your palm comes under pressure. At 1, 2, 3, simultaneously you pull in the perineum. But instead of pulling in the perineum, all you do is the lower abdomen to go in. The lower abdomen to go in. As the lower abdomen goes in, the perineum is pulled up. Understand? Is that clear?
How about you meaning, sir?
You don't make an attempt to between perineum and diaphragm. Is that clear? Breathing. Breathing is 1, 2, 3 breathing in and 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 breathing in, 5, 6 is. But it's a total roll of the torso. No, that is it's going with the music.
No, but he's doing it very vigorously. His whole base, sitting down position. He's moving. Legs and everything.
Let's hear.
That is study.
Let's hear. Because the torso is coming forward and going back vigorously, the portion seems to move. Yeah, so it has to move. You can't help it. Because when the torso is pushed up and back, this part means it should go up like this. It should go up. It's not going up. It's getting a push like this. The knees are not coming up. It's getting a push like this.
Hands we can see from this side.
The same thing.
On a video we can see from opposite side.
Close the fingers. The question is, do we keep our eyes closed? Depends upon your choice. Wouldn't affect the technique. Keep it open, keep it closed. Only when you make love, you close your eyes. Okay? What is the next one? Eating side. Pardon?
Sideways. Let the people see sideways.
Sideways. Oh, you see.
36 only.
No, 80.
You explain.
The children become nervous. Yeah. But that is okay. Please note, in phase exercise, phase 4 is the only phase exercise. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, we are trying just to come up to phase 4. There are not 4 stages to phase 4. We don't begin straight away at phase 4. Because to do that right from the beginning for 20 minutes would be a terrible strain. So in phase 1 we have started with 3 minutes if I don't... Then we went to 6 minutes. Then we went to 12 minutes for pass. And then we came to 20. It was only to get the neck of it and prepare ourselves for it. The real phase exercise is the phase 4, where you begin with normal 3 SRB for 10 minutes, 20 minutes at 36 cycles, again 10 minutes at 18 cycles, and then relax at normal 3 SRB. Correct? So now we see this at 18 cycles, slow. You see, the moment has made a change. His legs are not going that, isn't it? Because it is the impetus of the cycle that makes his body move.
This you can explain. You are about telling the pressure.
Same thing. When it is flat, see? You see how when it is flat, the pressure will go know that all the points of the body are here. So in this exercise, actually you are using all the points of your palm or your whole body. Any particular question regarding this exercise? Either 36 or 18 cycles?
Why the emphasis on doing the great speed?
The question is,
Why the really this 18 cycle and 36? So doing for 10 minutes, doing the last thing.
the question is, why is the perineum pulled at different rates? At 36 cycles, at 18 cycles, perhaps in some other exercise at 12 cycles. I have to draw your, it's a very good question, I have to draw your attention to, I'm afraid most of you are not doing it, the corrective exercise. Most of you perhaps are not doing the corrective exercise, otherwise the question will not arise. Nevertheless, I will answer the question. In corrective exercise, if you have done that correctly, you speak slowly, little loudly, still more loudly, and then slowly, yet more slowly, yet more slowly. You are correcting your emotions at different cycles. Here you are correcting what? Here you are correcting what? This you are correcting your synchronization to the breath and prana. You get the point. This is a synchronization of breath and prana. At 12 it is normal for prana and breath. But in phase exercise, even at 18 and at 36, the synchronization must continue. We are correcting not only the breath, but also the prana intake. And the method of correcting whether emotion, whether breath or prana is changing the cycle, the rate of cycle. That is always important. And to get sufficiently exhausted, 20 minutes is supposed to be a good period. Even if you do jogging, as you do in the West, America and Europe, 20 minutes of good jogging is supposed to be fairly good. See, you don't kill yourself, you don't exhaust totally yourself, but you exhaust yourself sufficiently. That is very important for the body to wake up. So at 36 cycles, for 20 minutes you are waking it up. And after waking it up, going at that very fast speed, you just don't come to normal suddenly, so in between you do 10 minutes at 18 and then come slowly to 12. All corrective exercises, whether emotion, whether breath or prana, are at different cycles. And the cycles are woven in, fast, slow, slow. Any question on this?
In this, there is no movement of the head or neck.
There is no movement of the head or neck. But
We find that
15-20% of the people get stuck. I don't know why they do all that. You see them, I have made them sit in front of the mirror and still they do it. The face has no part to play in this exercise. The neck has no part to play in this exercise. Am I clear? The tail is firm and straight, unmoving. Is it clear? Any more questions? Now where do we go, doctor?
I think we should go to the PSRB.
Now we should go to PSRB.
You never asked me whether we should go to
Do you want that in a sitting position or in a sleeping position? Sleeping would be better. I think. Pardon?
What we can show?
Lying down.
Lie down right now.
So then you here you are totally relaxed, your hands are free, your legs are free. You may keep your eyes closed or open. And at 12 cycles, just take a deeper breath so that I can show you. That's why it's good. What muscle is good? Just go on. That's Now this is an exaggerated way of breathing. It is not 3 SRC, nothing normal. With the music, both the abdomen and the chest comes up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, both go down. 3, 5, 6. Any questions? Any questions? Any suggestions?
When we are doing some other exercises, not only movement, sitting, walking and so on, but in some kind of not an exercise but an action, cutting the onions for instance, or whatever, can we move on to 3SRB?
Did you hear the question? Did you hear the question? The question put in other words is, can we do 3SRB whatever our activity? Is it correct?
That's right.
If you can take your wrong breath with all your activity, we are replacing the right breath for the wrong breath. So we must have a right to carry on with all the activities in 3SRB. Am I correct? But we must follow nature's laws. Whether it is right breathing or wrong breathing, if you climb the steps, go up the mountain, or you run, your breathing has to be faster. And then you can't say it's not 12 breaths per minute. That you can't help it. That's a law of nature. Whether it is wrong breath or right breath. Am I clear? But normally, in your normal activities, whatever you do, whether you are taking a bath, going to the toilet, cutting onions, dressing up, whatever you are doing, hearing music, your 3SRB must continue at the same rhythm. In any position. There are the 4 important positions: lying down, sitting up, standing, walking. In all 4 positions, in whatever other normal activities, the 3SRB must continue. Am I clear? Am I
Give us
clear?
some idea about the manner in which to enhance the practice, starting with 10 minutes.
Have you heard it? My friend is not doing 3SRB. My friend is not doing 3SRB if emotions can change the rhythm of 3SRB. The purpose of 3SRB is that the strongest emotion will not shake you. When you are doing incorrect breathing, your emotions keep changing your breath, the rate of your breathing. The purpose of 3SRB is whatever the emotions, your breathing does not change. Because your breathing does not change, your mind is not ruffled. This is the whole purpose of 3SRB. Which emotion if it were to change, it has served no purpose. Please, is that clear to all of you? If your 3 SRB is changing with your emotions, you are not doing 3 SRB. Because 3 SRB means 12 breaths per minute. Unless you are running, unless you are climbing, that is natural. There it will increase. But even there, the pattern has to be same. Like 18 cycles, 36 cycles. Am I clear? Even if you are running, even if you are climbing steps and breathing faster, the 3 SRB pattern must be there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Am I clear? Yeah?
Even while lecturing.
Even while lecturing. Only not when you are drinking tea. Because 1, 2, 3. Am I clear? So, any more questions regarding the 3 SRB? Now your main question. How to increase the sequence?
Why don't you do that?
All enthusiastic people coming on the path want to do too much too quickly. Want to do too much too quickly. As far as 3 SRB is concerned, don't do it, as I said, too much too quickly. You follow me? Start 3 SRB 5 minutes for the first fortnight for a newcomer. Every fortnight increase by 5 minutes. That means 10 minutes the next 15 days. 15 minutes the next 15 days. Doctor, clear? That way, go up to 20 minutes. During your 16 waking hours, you can do it 3 times to come to 1 hour of conscious breathing. Am I clear? In 3 SRB, you have to practice 1 hour of conscious breathing. And for that, I would say the maximum you can do is 20 minutes at a time. And these 20 minutes you can come to after 8 weeks. Clear? Am I clear? And do it 3 times during the day so that you do it for 60 minutes. Then go to the tape, go to bed at night, play the music, do your breathing, keep the tape for half an hour running, and in that half an hour, sleep. If you are doing 3 SRB correctly, the worst sleeper has to sleep. Otherwise, he is not doing the 3 SRB correctly, he is not entirely relaxed with his body or mind. Am I clear, Doctor? If you go to bed with other business or health or other problems, family problems on your head, you may not be doing your 3 SRB for that half an hour. In between you might be doing it, in between you might be giving it up for another reason. In that case, you may not sleep in half an hour. But if you are doing the 3 SRB for half an hour, you should go deep sleep. Am I clear? And when you do this at the time of sleeping at night, that means from your conscious state, when you go into your unconscious state, doing this 3-step rhythmic breathing, you form a habit. You form a habit. Little children, if they have to be coaxed and changed, when they fall asleep, the parent has to whisper into the sleeping child's ear certain short statements. Whenever you are asleep and whenever you report through your ear or through your very movement of the body, whatever you record becomes your habit. So the best thing to form a habit for 3 SRB is to go to bed with the rhythm of the music and doing the 3 SRB. Questions, doubts?
Would it be helpful if when we are doing pre-SRV at the time of going to sleep, we also control the mind in terms of relaxation statements?
You see, the very purpose of PSRB is to do what you intend to do. The purpose of PSRB is to tell the body and brain to relax. And it is this order that goes from the brain and to the body, you see, with PSRB. So you need not add further any other order. Or you may not try to do something else besides TSRB. Because in that suggestion or in talking something to yourself or in your dialogue, you might miss the rhythm. So don't do anything, just go to bed with the music and TSRB. Am I clear? Any still doubt further?
Sleep is of two kinds, with dream and without dream. How to get sleep without dream?
My dear friend, at this moment, we are strictly on the physical plane. We are not on the astral plane of dreaming. That question should come in one of our regular classes or after this. Okay? But am I clear as far as the three-step rhythmic breathing is concerned at the time of sleep? Am I clear?
During the day you said in installment of 20 minutes 3 times you do.
Yes. That is conscious breathing.
Conscious. No. In that I am asking that it can be done in any posture, that is lying down or sitting.
Certainly. Lying down, sitting, standing, walking. You are saying something again?
Some thoughts would necessarily flow.
Yeah.
Whenever you are sleeping or
Yeah.
whatever else you are doing,
Yeah.
at the time when you are practicing PSRB.
Correct.
Should we allow these thoughts to flow if they are not in consonance with rhythm, balance and harmony?
Right. I don't heard it properly. At the time of three-step rhythmic, when you are about to sleep, if wrong thoughts come to your brain, do we suppress them, drive them away, control them? That's the question. In the early stages of PSRB, this will happen. Don't do anything. Let whatever thoughts come, let them come and go. If you are strictly following three-step rhythmic breathing, they will go into the background. In the early stages of your PSRB. Supposing over a period of 6 months or 12 months, you are able to, say, do PSRB 2-3 hours during your waking hours, these type of thoughts will recede from your consciousness. And as you continue with PSRB, this is the utmost purpose of PSRB. This is the utmost purpose. When you are well up with PSRB, you raise the vibration of your body and brain to a level where these thoughts will seem foreign to you and will not come to you easily. Am I clear? The whole purpose of three-step rhythmic breathing is to make the brain and mind rhythmic in their thinking. So if you're holding on to one purpose, that PSRB properly has to be done, then the other part of the purpose will also be functioning, and that is that your thinking will also become rhythmic. And if your thinking is rhythmic, unnatural thoughts, unwanted thoughts will daily diminish. And in your life they will not worry you. If that does not happen, the purpose of PSRB fails. You get me? But all this is good when you are persevering and go forward daily, however slowly, over a period of 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, but go on increasing PSRB timings.
Up to what maximum level? Up to what maximum time cycle will be there?
Conscious is 20 minutes. at a time. You can do 3 times, you can do 4 times, you can do 5 times, you can do 10 times. I don't mind. But then you need so much time and not do other work. So maximum I would say would be thrice 20 minutes. But night, if you are very conscious for half an hour and go with the music, your breathing will continue in sleep. So that benefit you will get.
So under no circumstances would you go beyond 20 minutes conscious practice?
At a stretch, no. Because the 3 SRV breathing, the set of muscles are different. In our wrong breathing, the set of muscles are different. And they will be overstrained.
One more question.
Yeah.
Am I then understanding you as saying that at the time of practicing 3SRV, the attention is only on the organic aspect of it, not the psychological?
Not the psychological. The psychological aspect has to follow as a result of correct 3SRV, biology. Correct? Is there any more question here?
In the beginning, when we started 3SRV, the breathing went in a staccato style. Then because of the count, 1, 2, many of us do that.
I follow, I appreciate. I also told doctor that we are, and also English, that it's an intention to change even this music, because it goes like so people might breathe. No. The breathing, the music has to change to one rising note to one falling note. See, but you are not breathing, and I have told you 10,000 times. Any more questions? Okay. Where do you go now next?
Listen.
Huh?
Listen. That. Last one of the
Listen.
No, the face practice.
Pull up the legs. Pull up the legs. Because that is
Give another one. Again.
Posture. Pull up the knees. The chin is touching the hollow of the
Side look. Do it
sideways.
sideways. Do it sideways. Side look.
Please the ladies. You want the Swiss kiss?
No.
A little this way. You must always squeeze the lady. The chin is in the hollow of the throat. The knees are very well pulled in and are held very well. And fast breathing is continuing. Fast breathing. That's it. Is this clear? This is the posture that we take at the end of entire cycle of the 4th phase. Am I right? We start with 30 seconds, go to 1 minute, normally maximum 2 minutes. Am I right? Am I clear? But, there's a very big but. If you can go to 5 minutes, as stated in that book, the side passages will be opened up. Diagram 3B. Have you seen diagram 3B? Have you opened your book? So if you open your book, if you are seeing your diagram 3B, in that diagram are shown that the incoming impulses normally that they flow from the back of the brain to the front of the brain goes from here to here directly and not over memory pool. With the result that it will be difficult for them.
that will come in the video.
See? Normally, the incoming impulses that come up go like this. But in 3D they are going like this, but nothing. As they come at the rear of the brain and then from the side, but these passages are to be clear. And to clear these passages, this posture can be taken up to 5 minutes daily. Am I clear? In which case, the incoming impulses don't travel over, these are the memory pools. So they don't go over the memory pools and come here. If they go over the memory pools, old memory patterns will make you act in the same old way. your life changes in 3B. Entirely your lifestyle changes in 3B. Am I clear? Understand? Go home, open the book, see this diagram 3B. Most of you won't do that, but try to do it for my sake. Huh? So that you know the benefit of this posture. It's taken for 5 minutes every day.
Every day.
But, every day. But, do not be over anxious. Do not damage your biological system. Go very slowly. Increase 5 seconds every fortnight. Don't be over anxious. If you are doing for 2 minutes, to go to 5 minutes, you have to take pretty long time. 5 seconds every fortnight. Understand?
And every day means apart from the phase, we have to do it separately or?
It's a part of the phase.
It's a part of the phase. That is every alternate day.
Like the alternate day when you are doing the phase, and if you are doing 1 minute, you have to do it 1 minute, 5 more seconds for 15 days. Then 1 minute, 10 more seconds for another 15 days. Don't be in a hurry to jump to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, no.
Now, in this posture, I have one doubt to ask that everyone that when we inhale and exhale, whether we have to raise this portion or this is pressed and
You see him. See? His stomach goes in and out. His knees are not going up and down.
knees we have not to do up and down.
See? His knees are level, rest on the chest. This position you must get first. If you don't get this position, if your knees are high up, then it is not the posture. First bring the knees to this level position. Doesn't matter, do it for 15 seconds, but in this position.
And chin also should be touching.
Chin touching hollow of the throat.
So that breathing becomes a little difficult.
Very difficult.
Perineum also must be included.
We are not talking about the perineum. And here we are not talking of 3SRV. Here we are not talking of 3SRV. We are not talking of the perineum.
Equal breathing.
It is far greater.
36 almost.
Almost. Thank you. Am I clear in this? How to increase 3SRV over a period? Doctor? Whose book is this? Thank you. Now what's next?
That's 3 exercise of asana.
This one.
3 asana and because.
No, one more. Pulling in.
Yes.
Pulling in the abdomen above the navel, below the navel.
You have to move the neck, head, side.
Yeah, but that is only a relaxation.
Okay, नहीं मतलब हमने you want to complete it. Thereafter, what?
Then for 10 minutes you do the relaxed 3SRV, and then you, neck is from side to side 4-5 times, and then gently you keep the floor gently. Enough. You say, why do we do that? Isn't it? Why did you not ask me that question? Why do we do this? You are lying down, you are doing the 3SRV, you are relaxed, and suddenly sit up. Your pressure may change. Because the entire exercise has been very vigorous. Especially the posture has been very vigorous.
Pulling posture.
And then, if you get up, you see, this is the primary portion of our body. This is the primary portion of our body. Here, there are no bones, except for the spine. There are no bones. And this has to be relaxed. That is why we do like this on the ground for about 5 times. And then